Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved with me, Lathrix, and welcome to a bit of a weird episode. So, what's happened since the last episode? There has been so much added to the game. There are now new biomes, there are so many new recipes, new animals, new dinosaurs, new everything. And with it sadly being an alpha game, a new host of problems. Hello, Dusk. So, yeah, what's happened is many people who have had local games and been playing single player have ran into an issue where their game simply corrupted with one of the other previous patches. Now, this will be hotfixed in the future, but I don't have the time for this, and thankfully not everyone did suffer from this issue. So what I've done is I've gone back... Oh, hello, Egg. I've gone back several saves, several backups, because I had to keep on looking until I found one which actually functioned, and we've lost a few things. There's my pooping Bronto in the background. We haven't lost too much, the lights are now back, Dusk is once again alive, which is one of the massive benefits, but sadly I did lose this Bronto and this lovely little camel rhino thing. Ah, look at his grumpy little face. So I've spawned them both back in, completely honest there, spawned them in, cheated them in, which means I can now ride them without a saddle, which is just silly, so I will be remaking their saddle soon. I will be ensuring that we got to where we were, but today we're not going to dwell on that, although it did take me over 2 hours to fix, which has eaten into my recording time. So today we are going to explore the new biomes and either tame one of the new giant frogs, whose name I can't remember, but I do have the recipe for its saddle, or we shall tame one of the dire wolves. Either way, we're going to be having a look-see at the new swamp and ice biomes, both of which are going to be rather cool, and hopefully worth all the loops I had to jump through to get it to work. Well, while we're on the way there, let's quickly highlight where the new biomes are. The new swamp biome, you can actually sort of see, due to the movement of the rivers now, begins at where our old base used to start and winds its way through the river system into the heart of the island. The ice biome is actually fairly obvious, being now far more detached from the rest of the world and is in the upper left corner. There are the main new new animals. I believe there's actually no dinosaurs which are added in this, is the direwolf, the giant frog, and the stag. Oh look, one of the new pack animals right over there. Fantastic. That is one of the other big upsides to the wipe. It seems like a lot of the lag has been removed. Although this probably won't be permanent, I am keeping the amount of dinosaurs spawned to a low amount, as wiping them away last time, even if removing the dinosaur number to a lower number, simply didn't really help out. So let's get back to the old base and see how it's changed. Most likely everything will have been destroyed. Just a little bit of a difference. We are basically where our old base used to start, and by our old base I mean our original base. There it is! Oh my lord, it's actually not been destroyed. It's on the very edge of the new land generation, and it hasn't been destroyed as a result. And yes, that is a Titan boa. Titan boas are one of the animals which have been moved up from their cave existence and can now be found in the swamplands. Well, this is just fantastic. Lots of Titan boas. Haven't seen one of the new frogs yet, which is kind of saddening. Really impressed, honestly, with how this has been done. I didn't expect it to look quite this good. There's a Sarco. There's one of the new pack animals again. Okay, we're going to get stuck in this tree line if we get too low, and I am not losing Dusk again. We have been given a chance to have Dusk redeemed, and to redeem myself. I'm not losing that. Okay, let's try and cut down on these trees. I assume we just get regular wood. Okay, it's not too deep that jumps us off. Oh, or is it? Dusk? Okay, good enough. Well, at least Dusk isn't going to die. Yep, regular wood. Okay, Dusky, come down here, bud. Thank you. Atta girl. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. Well, I'm going to continue onwards. I'm going to follow where the swamp now leads us, and I'm going to see if we can see one of the new animals. I believe that the Titan boa is still untamable, if I haven't said that already, but I'm really hoping that in the future they won't be, because I really want them to be tamed. I would love a pet snake. I may try to knock one out later just to see, but I very much doubt that they're going to be tameable. Ooh. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, look at that plant! Hello, is there anything special about you? If not, then there should be. Anything going to eat me? Like, I don't know, giant snakes? I can hear a frog. Oh my lord, that's a plant species X. We just got almost 50 of the seeds. I will never use that many, that's fantastic. Okay, well if we ever need to set up the plant turrets, there they are. Oh, I see, so it's gone down this route. I thought it was going to go over there. Okay. Like I say, I'm just going to go ahead then. Oh, I think I see one of the frogs. I was about to say until I find one of the frogs, but there we go. I wonder how difficult that's time. I wonder if I can grab them. They look small enough. Just tried. If they are grabbable, we may need to try again. Oh, look. Lovely that the ants are still here. I grabbed one! I've grabbed one! You're mine, Toad! Okay, let's get somewhere nice and safe, and we'll try and tame this bugger, then we'll take it back home since we can actually grab it. Now, they do eat insects. Now, the big thing with these, at least when they were first introduced a very long time ago, before they were actually added to the game, was that they could be used to make cementing paste by eating insects. Now, I hope that's still the case. Okay, Dusk, you stay there. I won't put you on passive, although I should stop you from following me. Froggle. No, don't run away back to the swamp, you... Okay, let's grab it again. Try two. Okay, then. Let's try to put this on a little bit further away and more quickly actually respond to it. Okay, let go of it and it instantly land. Good chance that Dilo's going to try and eat me, but let's try and avoid it if we can. And... first hit. Okay, one trank arrow in the back. Oh my lord. This actually reminds me of my old Pac-Man frog. I miss my old Pac-Man frog. Oh, he's already knocked out, you poor little thing. Okay, I am assuming this thing eats meat. Also, just realised I don't think I've brought with me any narcotics, because of course I don't have them in my inventory anymore, do I? Meat, please. That's not as much meat as I thought we had. Dusk? Oh, I was about to say, could you please kill one of these Dilos for me? But it seems to have sacrificed itself nicely. Okay, so we tame this, then we run back for some narcotics. We do have the timing, of course, on a higher setting than... Okay, go over here, Dusk. Than usual, so it shouldn't take too long to tame this thing. And when we're back home, we can put a saddle on it. Now, the saddles are producible in the inventory. Cementing paste, which I actually happen to have some of. Fibre, wood, and hide. Nothing special there, really. And that seems like it's going to be tamed without any narcotics very easily. Of course, we could go ahead and get some narco berries. Oh, for the love of ants. That's not even an ant. Why are you angry at me? Oi, you. Where? Where? Dead. That's where. Back in a second. I am really starting to hate these things almost as much as the ants, but at least they have gave me some free food. There, buddy. You'll be tamed soon enough, don't worry. 14 meat for you, here's some narco berries. For some reason, I thought you were going to be a really high-end animal, but it seems like you're quite an early animal, which is kind of awesome, actually. Now these, I can't believe these are rideable. They seem so small. They seem so tiny. It's going to be awesome. Well, the first thing this lovely frog did as soon as it was tamed was kill several ants which were attacking me, all resulting in producing cementing paste. You don't even have to mount this thing to have it produce cementing paste. That is absolutely wonderful. And Dusk is over there because, well, ants have been attacking us the entire freaking time. But thankfully that didn't take too long at all with the increased taming speed, and it seems like this is one of the faster animals to tame anyway. So let's get back home and let's make ourselves a saddle. Actually, I could make a saddle here. We need a little bit of hide. We have 38 there. Actually, don't have much hide as I thought we did. Okay, yeah, we'll go back anyway. Okay, so I may have changed my mind after killing a few animals of dusk. So, we are now mounted on our frog, which is amazingly quick. Oh, hello. That's a Titan boa. Hello, Titan boa. So the auto attack is you stick out your tongue and attack at range. If you hit an insect, it seems to do bonus damage, and if you kill an insect, you produce cementing paste. Though I'm not sure if it's if you kill the insect or if you eat the insect afterwards. You can harvest meat with this thing. Well, that's fantastic to know. And one thing I did learn is this. You can jump really high. Is this one of the best mounts in game? I think this is one of the best mounts in game. And there's still so much to see. I really want to see a stag, and I really want to see the dire wolves. But right now, I want to find an insect. Hello. That's walked past me. Blick, blick. Okay, I killed it and... Oh no, I think it may have been harvesting. Oh, I see. So when you harvest it, yes. So when you harvest it, rather than getting certain elements, you get cementing paste as a byproduct. Okay. Oop, I just fell down. Can you attack upwards of the tongue or anything, or is it just like a horizontal attack? I think it's horizontal. Well, there's the insects attacking a dilo. Perfect time for me to get all of them at once. Dusk, aid me! Look how fast the jump is. Ah, stamina draining bugger. So, if you want cementing paste, or having to go through the hassle of collecting stone for half an hour, get yourself a frog. Eventually, they're going to add snails, which literally poop out cementing paste. And yes, I can see the insect behind me. Loads of the new animal, the new pack animal. Oh, I'll try to jump and attack mid-air, but no, you can't attack mid-air. Soaring through the air, the greatest of ease. Trying to find the corpses of those things is a little bit annoying. I feel like attacking the ants will be easier. Anyway, okay, let's take this thing back home. Please land for me, Dusky. Oh, you're following the frog, aren't you? What are you called? Beelzy Buffo? I have butchered that. I'll call you Buffalo. Dusk, come on. Also, I'm dying because I'm dying of heat. Let's take off the armor for a second. Oh yeah, striptease for the people on YouTube. There we go, now I'm no longer burning. Back in a second. This time, before we go out adventuring, I'm actually going to make the saddle. So, this is the saddle for the stag, and it's actually remarkably cheap. It's hide, fibre, and a tiny little bit of metal. So, absolutely nothing special there. So yeah, we're going to be going after that rather than the dire wolves, purely because I kind of want to be riding around on a giant stag, because that just sounds cool to me. Which means we do need some vegetation. And by vegetation I mean a load of narco berries and regular berries. So we're going to take a quick stop over at Memorial Plateau. Now, both Memorial Plateau and our little hunting lodge were both really close to the new swamp biome, so I'm hoping that Memorial Plateau hasn't been damaged. The animals will definitely be there regardless. The buildings, however, well, we'll see. Well, there's the pillar for Memorial Plateau, and it doesn't seem to be really in the swamp. Hello guys, how you doing, Carneth and Algae? You're both still here, and yep, everyone's still where they're meant to be, and even the tiny unfinished bridge is still there. Fantastic. Absolutely nothing has been lost. But of course, just to make sure, a lovely bit of lag there as some new zones spawn in for the first time since the patch. Yep, all of our lovelies are over here, Angron's over here, and so is Moss. Along with every building we have as well. And our little plant X. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get some berries from our resident Mega Bronto. Well, here we are in the snowy tundra that is now the northwest quadrant of the map. However, I was originally going to go ahead and find the illustrious stag, or direwolves, but I quickly realised, even with my extremely high fortitude of 46, I was still freezing to death. And even with this fire, I'm still classed as being cold, and I was running through food so fast, we've had to have a little break, a little camp here, to make some cooked meat rather than raw meat, and warm ourselves up. I went down to 80 health. Apparently the cold damage has been increased. Anyway, we have all of our stuff sorted out, and look how neat and tidy my inventory is. Because while I was getting the berries, it dawned on me. Didn't it, Dusk? Yes, it did. It dawned on me that I was going to have to ride this poor stag all the way back to the island. Literally the two furthest parts away on the map. So adding extra weight would cause so many issues. So we're going to just take our food with us now, and we're going to go ahead and start hunting for the stag. Here's hoping we actually find the poor thing. Hi-ho, Dusk, away! So far, all I have seen is the usual gubbins, a lot of saber-tooths. In fact, I saw a pack of, I think it was about 10 I counted, so there is a lot. One other thing I do want to find, though, is whatever happened to the cave. Because, was it over here? Is this where the cave used to be? I think this is where the cave used to be, right? Parasaurs, scorpions, dilos, all the usual stuff. I think it may be an issue of the animals haven't despawned yet, because we're seeing things which apparently weren't going to be here. So this isn't where the cave was going to be. I can't actually remember where on the map the cave is. And of course the cave I'm speaking of is one of the caves for the artifacts that was in the top left. Was it in the very top left? Of course I mean northwest there. I don't know. Well, if I'm not mistaken, and I usually am to be fair, they're stags. Probably because this ground was water before? Was this ground water before? Wow, look how many there are! Hello, sir. Well, we know where they are now, so I'm probably going to go ahead and leave them here, and I'm going to go and, oh lord, find out where that cave is though, if it's still there, because I'm actually genuinely interested. Look, I'm freezing to death again. There are some seriously cool places to start building if we ever do build here. And I am very tempted because, first of all, I love the element of if you're outside, you're going to die. It means you need to actually have somewhere to stay with the air conditioning, which is awesome, because it's not only the heat resistance, it's also cold resistance while it's on indoors. And I think this is, yes it is, this is the cave. Yep, yes it is. Now, I did see one other stag, which I may go for, as it was on its own, but yeah, that's it. Yep, that is definitely the cave, so I guess that's the usual place for it? I honestly can't remember. It certainly looks the same. It's weird because not only have they made it icier, they have actually done some terraforming. Certain parts of the area has been destroyed. Now, that used to be red, didn't it? Yes? Was that the old red beacon? I can't remember. Let's have a quick look, see if it's still laden with metal. Here we are, and yes, there is still metal, although a lot of the metal veins are currently covered by snow. We have metal, we have crystal, we have everything a growing ARK survivor needs. Fantastic. However, I am still freezing to death. We are now at less than half health, so I'm going to go ahead, gather some stone. Actually, I'll gather it from here, since we're already here, using the mighty axe, and then we'll go ahead and make a campfire once we find a tameable stag. Don't really want the metal right now, thanks, but thank you for your concern. Where are you? Does it count as cooking? It counts as cooking. I need 1 flint and 12 thatch. Is anything here as a normal stone? Yes, you are. Okay, and I'll get some thatch while I'm down there. Hurrah! Sadly, it turns out that the new fur armor does require a smithy to build. However, I was unaware that the hide shirt gives a tiny bit more hypothermic insulation than the flak equivalent. Oh, and there we go. We are no longer naturally freezing to death. We just needed the right outfit. So hopefully the stags are still here, and we're going to go ahead and try to tame one. Then figure out how on earth we're getting back home. Spoiler, I haven't got a clue. So I actually went after the other stag, which was located back near the mountain, and it was killed by a saber-tooth. So that was hip hip hooray, well done them. Let's just put down a, where are you? A campfire. So what we'll probably do is we'll kill one of them. Sorry, we'll tame one of them, and then we will sadly kill the others so that we have enough resource to carry on. And I forgot to bring my wood with me. Good job we brought the hide, I suppose. Okay then, so that one's way too close to us than the others, so I guess that's really the only smart choice. That's a level 20, I don't know what level the others are, and I don't really care too much. Yes, we got a hit, okay. Dusk, if you could. I can't remember the control right now to make it passive. I know there's a whistle. There you go, passive. Where did it go? Oh, they run! I expected them to attack. Really? These things don't attack you if you hit them? I am honestly a little bit surprised by that. What level are you, sir? Well, you should take less trank arrows at least. There we go, 2 and already down. Fantastic. Are they all male? Well, I suppose they do have the horns. Can you even get the female variation right now? I don't think you can. I think I remember reading something about that. Okay, so which one do you prefer, my friend? All on 28 right now. Here's a narco berry to tide you over. Wow, they eat remarkably slow. For a herbivore, that's actually really bad, since per berry you don't get much food out of it. And now I'm freezing to death again because it's night time and I have no way to heat myself up. Well, I do have a torch. I did make a torch, which is just about enough. Fantastic. Well, could you eat something, please, so I can see what on earth you prefer? Mejoberry. Okay. Fair enough. So it's either they prefer the mejoberry or it's just neutral to everything, because if they don't care, they'll always eat the first one, otherwise they'll eat the one they prefer. Shouldn't take too long though, so I'll just wait around. At least I'm in absolutely no danger. Let's get Dusk over here. So one thing I've noticed, which I didn't before, is that there's actually crystals here. Now, that's sort of weird, because it kind of hints, to me at least, that this could have possibly been an island before I came here. Now, I'm probably wrong with that, but it's just bizarre to see a formation like that, and I'm assuming, yep, the water is ice cold. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? That's rather cool. So this is a very nice place to possibly build. I mean, look at it. And I'm starving again. Ugh, food's going down so quickly because of the cold. On the upside, I have got some pelts. I did kill my first stag, very sorry, and they definitely prefer mejoberries. Okay then. Almost halfway there. So, I'm a little bit fickle. We are now going to be taming this level 80 instead, because, well, it's a level 80, so that's absolutely fantastic, and we'll be leaving the original to simply wake up by himself and then be happy in his own little world. We're also going to go ahead to the mainland and get ourselves a campfire, since these don't seem to wake up too fast, so we have plenty of time to go ahead and make a new campfire. Oh, but before we go, before I cut there with editing, I have found out something amazing. Please ignore that little freeze there. Watch this. I can't believe it. These things are actually carryable by the Argentavis. I would not have thought that with how big they are, but there we go. So, back in a second. And then, it turns out she was a ghost the entire time. At long last. That took a very long time, but of course it's because we chose the extremely high level one. But here we go! Haha! Mount away! Okay, we're a little bit stuck. Would you... It turns out you can't carry much either. Whoa! You cannot carry much at all. Okay, let's put all this into Dusk's inventory for a second. Did not expect its carry weight to be low, honestly. For some reason I expected it to be quite, the beast of burden, but definitely not. Let's just take some of your berries out as well. Oh, okay, then you can keep your favourite, which is drugs and purple. Because using their real names is just scary. Anyway, while we've been here, I've collected some more pelt, which is fantastic. I have cooked some more meat, which I can actually get out of the fire now. I've been eating it slowly. Let's actually move Dusk out of the way so we can do things. Okay, there we go. So we shouldn't starve on the way back, at least. And can I move you now? Excellent. And you can jump! Ooh, really quickly as well. Can you do an alt fire attack? Oh. Oh, that's so passive! Eh. Not overly quick of saying that though, we still have quite heavy inventory. Is there anything we can just drop? We have the problem is we have a lot of arrow white. Okay, let's just put all of the stuff we can into Dusk's inventory, and let's see if that helps the speed at all. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it was extremely easy to knock out, so I imagine it's not going to be a very high-end animal anyway, but I would like if it was a little bit faster than that. A little bit. There's so few stags left now, I feel so bad. But I needed the pelts, so I don't freeze next time I'm here. The jump's very majestic. How much health does it have? A decentish health for its level. Stamina's good. White's absolutely terrible. Melee damage, I don't know how much damage this thing does, because obviously it's passive. But, it seems alright. It seems okay, and it's quite pretty, so at least we've got that going for us. I'm kind of surprised there's no females added yet, because we have the stag variant, but no doe? No, female? I don't know. Okay, well let's get back to base, and then we'll get some winter clothes done for next episode, and we'll be hunting the elusive direwolf, which I'm yet to see one of yet, which is a real shame. That's like the big interesting thing. I am going to need to throw some stuff. This is because I always allow Dusk to collect items from things she kills. I mean, come on, I have an apprentice there, and I have an apprentice there. Wait. Is that the same colour of blue? I'm going mad. Which one's better? 82, 140. It's obviously the one in my hand's already better. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to call the episode here. All I'm going to be doing is flying back, and next time we'll be sorting out some nice winter clothing and some plans to either move in or at least hunt some more elusive animals over in the frozen tundras. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that ARK Survival Evolved is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.